Hey beloveds, welcome to Street Science. Make sure you hit the like button, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, just so as when I do drop a video, you will be alerted. But anyway, Jaguar Wright got on Piers Morgan's podcast and went in on the industry, y'all. I mean, she went all the way in. She had Piers Morgan in his seat squirming like a little fish, like a fish on a worm on a hook. Okay? I think it's time. Like, we're looking at this Diddy situation, but I truly believe, guys, that it is time for the truth to be revealed. We got to stop burying it. I know that it is uncomfortable. It is very uncomfortable, but this is the best time for a shift to happen, for us to take back control of these airwaves and these influences and these things that's being pushed down our throat and pushed down our children's throat. We have to let it be known that we're not going to take it anymore. We're tired of it. We don't want to see these demonic things every 5 minutes. We don't want to hear these atrocious stories coming out. I mean, Diddy has 3,065 complaints against him, allegations that these people would have wanted to sue him. Listen, it's already 120 that they verified. So that means that this man is going to have barely anything left when they get finished with him. It's going to be like, I don't think there's any way to come back from this. How can he come back from this, guys? But listen to what Jaguar said, and I'm going to be clipping it in between so that we can discuss this, because this is deep and this is serious.
Under scrutiny that other industries have had. Why do you think that is?
Well, because the Me Too movement was a ruse. It was a setup. It was a scam. I'm saying that now, publicly. Dream Hampton spearheaded the Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail.
Now, I've been saying for the past 7 to 8 years, I've been saying this, guys, when I saw, that's why I keep these things handy, so that I can go back to it. Now, when everybody was breaking things down, all the conscious dudes and everything, Bobby Hemmett had spoke on the movie Romeo Must Die. And he said this was about R&B music, and it was about R. Kelly. Now, I'm not saying that R. Kelly is innocent. I don't know if he's innocent. I just know that they're doing the same things that other people are doing. And what I'm trying to figure out is, on a metaphysical level, are they being spanked? Because they should know better. Maybe these industry beings are just being who they're supposed to be, and maybe that's what they came here to do. But that's not what R. Kelly is here to do. That's not what Diddy is here to do. That's not what JC is here to do. It's like God gave them a platform and gave them the world, because it comes from God. Gave you a blessing, a gift, and you sold the gift. And instead of using it to reinforce God's laws, they've been pushing the laws of man on us, which is the flesh, which is, listen, I can get really deep, but I'm not going to go there. All I'm going to say is, with great riches comes great responsibility, and they did not adhere to their responsibilities to us as a people. Now, some might say they don't owe us anything, but you're not supposed to be helping people bury us and capture our minds and have us in this dark place that we're in. You are not supposed to be helping them do that. And they have used their positions to do so. Now, what Bobby Hemmett was saying was that this movie, Romeo Must Die, was about murdering R. Kelly's career, Most likely his image, and it might even have something to do with the fact that Aaliyah was. Look at this picture. It looks like you see some type of sigil over here, or some type of symbolism here in this circle here. I don't know if Jet Li knew. Jet Li probably was just taking on a role. But if you look at this cover, it looks just like her last album cover. It just doesn't have the symbology there, but it has the red, which means activation. I think this was the beginning of it, and I think that mission accomplished. We don't need the symbolism no more. We activate it. That's what red really personifies. The color red in their religion personifies activation. So this is the type of people we're dealing with here that are very diabolical, and it's like everyone's afraid to speak on it. And here comes a woman, Jaguar Wright, a black woman.
Get his lick back.
Hold on.
Why is nobody understanding?
Hold on. Here's a black woman that was in the business, and she got slighted. This is the way God speaks to us, because when we look at things that are always put in our face through the media or social media or television or movies, anything that captures our attention is where the messages usually are, because that's where our focus is. So since we're focused on what's going on with Diddy now, there's a lot of messages coming through there, guys. And Jaguar Wright is playing her position to the fullest. She went through what she went through in that industry so that she can come back and teach us. Because most of the time, when those of us who were aware of this, just simply through trusting their own, let me say, devices, I don't know, just through hearing things and being able to decipher it or being able to use discernment, we come to an understanding that something wasn't right in the industry, some of us. But most people would say, when you try to talk to them, how you know? You know, wasn't there? Well, she was there. She was there. And I think that it wasn't meant for her to become a star, because maybe she would have got caught up in it. When they did what they did to her early on in the game, it brought her to alert now. So everybody's attacking her because she's not a perfect person. None of us are perfect, but we always look for our messages to be perfect. Don't look at the messengers. Listen to the messages. This is the time for us to take this music, this entertainment back, these games that have our children playing shooting games all day and night. Plus the music is nothing but bad things. Y'all know what it's about. They don't even let us say the words no more on YouTube because you get chastised, even though it's the English language. I don't get that, but she went in. Now let's go back a little bit. Hold on. She's powerful. She's very brave.
Jail. Get his lick back. Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing to see what's right there. If the Me Too movement were real, why aren't they speaking now? They've also been very quiet in this time of the diddler's downfall.
Where's the lies at, y'all? Where is the lies? Is she telling any lies? I hope that y'all comment in this comment section, because we need to talk about this, y'all. This is serious. This is big. If this has been going on, the whole direction that music went into, the whole darkness that it went into, was because of these sellouts getting rid of the people that were doing good. There's no good people in the music industry no more. Frankie Beverly, Tito Jackson, John Amos, John Amos wasn't in the music industry, but he was a celebrity and he had nothing but good things about them. All three of them. You didn't hear all this nastiness and stuff that's going on here. They always talked about love and tried to be decent. And we don't have those examples anymore, those images. It's only a bunch of ignorant Negroes doing ignorant things. But let's continue.
Jaguar,
Guess they on vacation.
if this goes to court, Jaguar, do you think the world is going to be shocked by what comes out?
Oh, absolutely. I just don't know why they are. It's been happening in front of everyone's faces for decades.
She's speaking nothing but facts because it has. I've been trying to tell people things since 2009. People got mad at me, called me crazy, all types of things, y'all. And I feel vindicated now. I don't wish anything bad on anybody, but I just knew that something wasn't right.
For decades.
How many victims?
What's the difference between me and Judy Garland? Social media.
How many victims?
There was none for her.
How many victims potentially do you think there could be?
Thousands. Thousands. I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple.
She going in. She's talking about the Beyonce and Jay-Z fiasco. And I know some of you felt something wasn't right going on there, even if you didn't know exactly what it was. How brave is Jaguar Wright? How brave is she? Y'all, so, this is for y'all, those of you who know, not for those of you who don't know.
They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim?
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious.
Oh my, this is huge. This is huge what she is saying in public. She is not saying it behind closed doors or on podcast. She's on Piers Morgan. The whole world is going to see this.
There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about, Piers.
Listen, like I said, Jay-Z and Beyonce are not here, unfortunately, to respond to that.
I know. I'm just being honest with you.
You're perfectly entitled to your views, obviously. Kim Porter,
Yes.
a new book claims that Diddy may have been involved in her early death. What do you think of that?
I think people should really look into that more. I am friends with Albie Shore. I love him. I love his children. I knew Kim. We used to all hang out together at the Kit Kat Club back in the mid-90s when Diddy was first starting his reign. I watched that whole thing happen. And everything that Albert has been through, every attempt on his life that has been ignored by the authorities, it all leads back to Diddy, and everyone knows it. The wiretapping of the phones, putting AirTag on children during visits, these are normal practices.
Putting AirTags on children while they visit? This is scary. If this is true and this was going on, guys, it had to be exposed. It had to be.
That these people do.
Jaguar, I've got to leave it there. I really appreciate you joining me. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. And thank you for caring.
I do.
That was deep, y'all. That was deep. Jaguar Wright went in. She said things that grown men wouldn't get up there and say. But somebody has to step it up and start speaking and telling the truth and stop being afraid. because this is serious, guys. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Peace and love.